So I'm Wendy Kincade with BlueSky Morning. I am a business consultant and a life coach. It's like I can see it there, but you can't see it there. So what I'm going to talk to you about is how to get out of survival mode, especially since your survival depends on it. And what I'm really talking about is a state of mind that you can use to approach clients that doesn't work. Okay, so what do I mean by survival mode? It's the point where you find it difficult or impossible to have a conversation with anyone, including yourself, without worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, feed your family, and keep your home. You become predatory. Others become your prey. All conversations, every interaction with other people become about money and how you can get some from them. You start seeing people as objects whose sole purpose is to help you survive. Does anybody relate to this? All right, 15 seconds is a lot of time. So why is it important to get out of survival mode? Probably the most important is it does not work. People don't generally respond to predatory tactics. How many of you guys respond to predatory tactics?
Negatively.
There you respond. People recognize when they have become your prey. How many people have ever been someone's prey? We all recognize this. We become lunch, basically. They're go into survival mode. So our clients go into survival mode. They put on their armor. They start building walls around themselves. They prepare to defend themselves. This doesn't look like a very good way to try to do business with somebody, does it? Okay. And they stop listening. They start fidgeting. They start looking for anybody that they can get to distract them. They pray that their cell phone will ring, anything to get away from you. And at the first opportunity, they turn and they run like hell. So, as you can see, when you are in survival mode, you're not going to be very successful in working with new or existing clients. So the question is, why do we, so you end up alienating the very people who might be able to help you. They might actually be potential clients, but they're not going to talk to you. So the question is, why do we go into survival mode? Well, because we're living beings and we recognize that our survival depends on getting our needs met. In fact, all human behavior is premised on the idea of getting our needs met. Now, we're all probably pretty familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That we have physical needs, safety, social, personal, all that stuff. So let me give you an example of how not getting your needs met can alter your behavior. So I consider myself to be a pretty reasonable, friendly person. Now, fill up my bladder and take away my access to go to the bathroom. Has anybody had this experience? You become a different person, don't you? You become unreasonable, uncooperative. Nobody really wants to talk to you. So if you don't get proper, and the same thing with shelter. If you don't feel safe, and I lost my train of thought here. But, so anyway, so getting needs, okay, so now, so as we become predatory, people start avoiding us. And then our sense of belonging really gets screwed up. And as people avoid us more and more, our self-esteem goes down. And the more these happen, the more predatory we become. So how do you get your mind out of survival mode? Well, there's a book that I read, it's called The Anatomy of Peace. And even though it's designed for a different reason, it has some really good ideas about how to approach people. It has to do with being in the right state of mind. That it's real simple. There are two ways that you can have your mind, your heart. You can have your heart at war or your heart at peace. Very simply, when your heart is at war, people are objects. Objects that are vehicles for your success, or they're obstacles that stand in the way of your success, or they're irrelevant and not worthy of your time or attention. But when your heart is at peace, people are human beings whose hopes, needs, cares, and fears are as real to you as your own. And when you approach people in that form, without worrying about your survival, you start to become more effective. So in conclusion, having your heart at peace, it may not immediately solve your real-life survival problems, but it will make you feel a lot better about yourself, and hopefully then other people will feel a lot better about you.